And now you can see the Backseat Mogul Show in all its video glory on our YouTube page at roughedge.tv. It's tiki time at Harbor Cove Cafe. Dive into the tropical paradise at the end of Spinnaker Drive in Ventura with vibrant drinks, delicious bites, award-winning fish and chips, and more. Now featuring extended hours and happy hour. Fridays from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Visit harborcovecafe.net for more information.
Showbiz is a cruel and shallow money trench, a long plastic hallway where thieves and pimps run free and good men die like dogs for no good reason. There's also a bad side.
You always forget something. There's one button somewhere you don't push, and I didn't push it, but I pushed it now. So we are now live here on Rough Edge FM. This is the Backseat Mogul Show. I am R. Scott Bolton. I am the Backseat Mogul, and that's Johnny D.
Hey, hi there.
And sitting next to Johnny D, we got Jeff Genet.
Hello.
And we're going to start today by discussing the things that I brought for us for. We haven't done an episode of Is It As Bad As They Say It Is for a while.
That's true.
So I thought it's time to do one. So I brought you guys a couple of movies today. And the first one is called Curse of Bigfoot from 1976. Now that's the actual box art.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
It's kind of scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
The way that creature's. Now let me show you the real creature.
I want that on my wall. I don't want that on my wall. What the hell?
So there's your Bigfoot. There's the poster Bigfoot.
That's so cool. Oh no.
Yeah. So we'll see about that.
Has he got like two eyes on the right side? What is going on right there?
I think it's fried eggs.
What?
Either that or a bottle cap.
I think what this is somebody did something different with meatloaf.
Yeah.
I don't think he was in this movie.
No. Anyway, that's a much better. That's the one we're hoping for. This is the one we're going to get.
Wow.
So we have that to look forward to.
It looks like they took the Wolfman.
The what?
The Wolfman.
Oh, the Wolfman.
That's what I said. The Wolfman.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
From the Michael Landon Wolfman.
Wolfman.
And
I'm going to get you to say that damn L, I'm telling you.
And just because that's what it reminds me of. Did you ever see that movie? You know who Michael Landon was?
Do not
Joe on
write it down. I was a teenage werewolf. I'm helping
That
you.
one?
That one.
Okay.
No, that's not. This is Curse of Bigfoot. But there is a movie called that he's talking about. I was a teenage werewolf.
And
Yeah,
it's-
because he said the werewolf one. I'm like, there's like a million. I don't know which one. But no, I have not seen I
okay,
Was a
but it
Teenage Werewolf.
starred the teenager was played
Werewolf?
by Michael Landon.
Oh, okay.
Michael Landon, who played Little Joe Cartwright on Bonanza, the TV series. He was
Okay.
also on Little House on the Prairie and Highway to Heaven. You know who I'm talking about?
Nope.
Write it down. Write it down.
No.
Jeff, you need to come up with a list of celebrities you can throw back at him. Because he does this to you every week, and you need to throw celebrities at him. He wouldn't know who they are.
It's okay. I'm being nice.
Ask him who Yui Bowl is.
Respecting the elderly.
Hey, wait, what?
Fact is a fact. I mean, let's be honest about that. The other movie I brought for us, the titillating, the Naked Witch.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to that one.
She had the body of a goddess, but the soul of a witch. Out of the mists of time, from the darkness beyond the grave, she came in the night and on her mission of death. The Naked Witch.
Boy, it's a good thing.
Now, is she going to look like the Bigfoot in the previous?
I
one?
don't know.
Okay.
But she's definitely naked there. I mean, she's got a branch covering her crack. But
Yeah, I got to tell you, it's a good thing this is a family-oriented show because what I wanted to say, I can't say.
thank God. The Naked Witch, it's the strangest story ever told. It says so right there.
Oh, look at that.
So now here's the trick. We got to pick one of those for next week because I'm not going to force you guys to watch two of those movies in 1 week. So which movie would you, that sounds like I'm pushing for one. Of those two, is there one you'd prefer to review next week?
I'll let him pick.
I'll go with
This one because it kind of looks like you?
Yeah, wait, what? How about the Big Witch?
The Naked Witch? She might be big. We haven't seen her naked
I
yet.
was kind of combining both of them.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, the Naked Witch.
Naked Witch.
Okay.
Naked Witch. All right. So next week, is it as bad as they say it is? The Naked Witch. And I don't know how bad they say it is. Should we look?
Yeah.
Let's see what IMDb has to say. Oh, it's right there. No. I don't care what anybody tells you. It's difficult to get used to a Mac
That looked pretty good.
when you are used to a PC. The Naked Witch. And the IMDb rating is, oh, the good news, it's only 59 minutes long.
Oh, we could do both.
And it's also rated R. And it has a 3.2 out of 10.
Okay.
A student researching the German settlements of central Texas unearths the grave of a reputed witch. The witch rises from her grave nude and embarks on a campaign of seduction and murder against the descendants of her persecutors. Come on, guys. Tell me you're not excited about that one.
Go back to the poster. I like the way it says adult picture.
Yeah, look at that. It looks like it's scotch taped on there, too.
It does.
So probably some theater owner put that on there. You mean she's really naked? Or back then it was, you mean she's really naked?
Naked. It does take place in central Texas, so.
You know the difference between naked and naked? According to
one
who's
has
that comic, Jeff?
One has an A, the other one has an
Incorrect.
E.
Jeff, any thoughts?
Nope.
Naked means you got no clothes on.
Mhm.
Naked means you got no clothes on and you're up to something.
Oh.
Oh, I like that.
That's according to, I can't remember, not Jeff Dunham, but somebody like Jeff Dunham. So, all right, well, let's get to what we saw this week. Jeff, let's start off with you. You saw Project Hail Mary again. And
Yep.
Did it hold up the second time?
Yeah. It was great.
And, your wife, I'm sure, liked it too. That's why you went again, because
Really
she had, yeah.
Yeah, she hadn't seen it. She was interested in seeing it. Usually I ask her about the movies that I go to see, and she's like, no, go ahead. Started seeing clips about it, got interested, so we decided to go again. Yes, it holds up. Yes, you should go see it on the big screen if it's still there. It's definitely has rewatchability to it.
Nice. Yeah. That movie, it's they're being very stingy with it, and deservedly so. They're keeping it in theaters as long as they possibly can. They said, yeah, we can put it in streaming now, but we're going to let it sit this ride out and just see how long it goes. And that's smart because people are still talking about it. People are still going. What other movies are competing with it, really? I mean, I know that it's been out for so many weeks that it looks like it's gets beat every week, but it really isn't in the long run. You know, I mean, the two movies that topped it first were both children's movies, I believe. And then Michael Jackson, which is also kind of a children's movie, came out, and it's the fans went to that, and but it hasn't had any real summer competition yet, has it?
Yeah,
no other big
really
tentpole.
Out, so,
yeah. So I don't know.
There's
anyway,
a few coming out, judging from the trailers. But speaking of trailers, like the two movies we went to go see, each one only showed 2 trailers.
Yeah, they're trying to cut that down. That half-hour thing, they're trying to see if that makes a difference with people's attendance, and I think it will. 2 trailers is okay. 2 commercials is okay.
But they put in a whole lot more commercials too.
Yeah, that I'm upset about. But they did cut it down to 15 minutes.
They've added more commercials?
That seemed like it.
Yeah, there were like 2 or 3 commercials. There was that app.
Yeah, I don't get the Cinemark ones, but
yeah, there were like 2 or well, the last couple movies I went to go see, there was like they had the movie trailers, and then there was a random commercial. Like every other trailer, there was a commercial.
Yeah,
I was like, what? I don't want to. I'm not here for this.
Yeah, my problem with it, I'm kind of torn because I'm paying to get in. I don't pay for the ads. I don't want to pay to see an ad. That's ridiculous. But the other thing is, I want movie theaters to succeed. So it's like I'll tolerate it because I know that's one way they can generate income.
Ads are for the pre-show.
Yeah, I agree.
And then it starts, and then it's movie trailers because you're advertising the movies that you're going to the theater to see.
And I don't know anybody who doesn't like trailers. Trailers,
Yeah, they're fine.
yeah. Why don't they run it the whole time? I don't know. You go in there and there's nothing on the screen as there people are following. Why aren't there commercials up then? They should be constant. They shouldn't turn that projector off.
I don't know.
But anyway, I don't run a movie theater anymore. And when I did, we didn't have commercials. It wasn't an option. What else did you see, sir?
Because we went to go see Project Hail Mary, my wife started seeing clips of The Nice Guys, so we decided to sit down and watch that. That movie still holds up. It's pretty funny.
I can't wait to see it. I told you, but recent weeks I chose the wrong one. I thought it was The Good Guys. That's the one with Will.
Oh, that's The Other Guys.
Other Guys, yeah. That's I even bought it thinking, oh yeah, I found. No, it's Nice Guys.
Yeah.
Is The Nice Guys the animation?
No, it's the one with Russell Crowe and
Oh, that's right.
Is it Wahlberg?
no, Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. That's Other Guys.
That's why I can't get them straight in my head.
But it was fun.
And Nice Guys is Shane Black, is it not?
I believe so. Yeah.
He's good. He's very good. Anything else?
We finished the Ted series,
Mm-hmm.
which was fun. Laughed a bit. I don't know if they're going to keep going with it because the season 2 finale kind of seemed like it was, we're done. You know,
Seth has said he's not sure either.
Mhm.
So we'll see what happens. It depends how much money they throw at him, and not that he needs the money, but
Yeah.
I mean, he's got Family Guy money. He's doing okay.
Yeah.
I want Seth to come back with another season of The Orville.
They keep threatening it, and it just isn't working yet. But I would be 100% for that. Have you ever seen Orville?
No.
You'd like it. You would.
I mean, I like what he does when he's into it because I feel like when he's into a project that he's doing, it does. I think it's funny and stuff like that, but he kind of gets burnt out on his projects really quick. But everybody else wants to keep going.
Yeah.
Like Family Guy, you got burnt out and left that show pretty early on.
Yeah.
But they kept. I mean, they're still going on.
Yeah.
That. And he just comes in, does the voices, and leaves. So
With The Orville, I don't think he does voices. It's just him acting with the other actors. I don't think he does, unless I missed it. I don't think he some of the characters. I don't think he does any of the characters' voices.
That's a very weird comment to make, but you're right. But I don't know.
Well, no, it shows that he really can act, and he does. Besides write and direct, and he's a fantastic.
Okay. But that's not the only thing he's done. I mean, he's done plenty of work.
No, I know that, but what I'm talking about with The Orville, it's just I really like the show. It does have its comedic points, but it's got a.
He was so smart with that. My whole theory on this thing is that he wanted to play in the Star Trek world. Well, he couldn't because the studio doesn't let him, right? So he goes, screw it, I'll just create my own Star Trek. So he did it. But how did he sell it to theaters? I mean, to the television producers, the networks and stuff. He said, it's Star Trek with dick jokes. And there are certainly in the first 4 or 5 episodes, there's one of those jokes in every single episode. But then he kind of steers away from it and more into a Star Trek angle, still keeping the humor, but he's got these great characters now. And it was just amazing. Not only did it have, as Gene Roddenberry would say, the human experience, it also had the big starship fights that it seems like everybody wants. They don't want heartfelt stories about real things. They want starship fights. So he gave them both. So I'm envious of that guy because he can do whatever he wants to. Plus, he can sing so beautifully.
The adult humor in it is it's really funny.
Yeah, it's good. It's a very good show. And they keep saying that they're trying to get season 4 going. You'll see those headlines, promising news about Orville season 4. And then you read it and you're going, yeah, I've heard all this before. It's like the Star Trek movies with Christopher Pine. They're just not going to happen. Not going to happen. Anything else?
Nope, that was about it.
All right, Johnny, what you got?
Besides the 2 movies we talked about,
We
Normal and Lee Cronin's The Mummy, just my regular TV shows that I watch.
How many hours a week do you spend watching those regular TV shows?
Lately, maybe 2 or 3.
I don't think so.
No. No, lately I've been, since I got the car fixed, I haven't been watching that much TV. Like last night, I didn't watch any.
What'd you do instead?
When I got back home, I ate and fell
Watch
asleep.
TV
No, fell asleep.
while you were watching TV.
No, I did not. As a matter of fact, I turned it on and I don't even remember what it was on.
Aha! But he did turn it on. See,
But
that's what I was
I
getting
didn't
to.
watch it.
Then why'd you turn it on?
Good question.
All right, so we're gonna save the mummy because we need to save the mummy. But what'd you think of Normal? Now, tell everybody what it's about.
Death, destruction, snow.
Okay, I'll tell you. So Normal is about Bob Odenkirk, who loves to do action movies now. And he plays a sheriff who's had to leave his job at a big city and go work at this small town where as a temporary. He's a temporary sheriff because the new sheriff's going to be voted in. He gets to the town and, small town. He's not worried about it. He was in the big city. This shouldn't bother him. But he starts to notice a couple things that are amiss. And pretty soon uncovers a conspiracy theory that's pretty big. Not a conspiracy theory, a conspiracy that's pretty big. And of course, the people who are involved in this conspiracy war against him. And of course, he wars against them. And of course, he wins because he's Bob Damn Odenkirk. So that's what Normal is about. It takes place in a town called Normal,
Minnesota.
Yeah.
So in the
So
wintertime.
anyway, go ahead and see if you can put some words together.
Okay. As he's driving through the town, he notices that certain areas, like basically it's like a one-horse town, but it's got a huge sheriff's department. And he noticed that they've raised what was it, 40 million to build the new
School or
courthouse
something, or courthouse, yeah.
something like that.
Some government
The
building.
bank is it's like Fort Knox. That's what it looks like. I mean, huge, nice. And he's wondering, he's just wondering how the people in this town were able to come up with that kind of money. Yeah, okay. So
Don't give this away because this is a big plot twist.
yeah. He helps a young lady. Well, he's an interim sheriff. Basically, he's like a traveling sheriff, like a traveling nurse.
Like Jack Reacher. No, just kidding.
No, like a traveling nurse.
Well, he's not though. He lost his other job and he had to take that job just to have a job. He's not traveling from village to village. He just ends up there. It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
That's not what I got out of it.
Well, there's a lot you didn't get out of it.
Yeah, well, okay. But anyway, he's the sheriff until they have the election to elect the new sheriff because the old sheriff died. And you have to watch the movie to find out how the old sheriff died. But anyway, he is staying at a motel. I think he says like $55 a night. And because he says that, and it was a funny movie. And a lot of death and destruction.
Yes.
But a lot of comedy. And he befriends a young lady who's at the motel. He befriends a young lady who's trying to get something out of a vending machine. And she has this dog. And he's really nice to the dog. Dog's really nice. And there's a lot of action that happens. I'm trying to not do any spoilers.
I think that's the thing that Odenkirk loves in his action movies is he mixes that comedy with the action. I mean, even the two Nobody movies are both just hysterically funny, even though they're just violent and ridiculous as possible. This one's ups the ridiculousness a little bit in the who the bad guys are, but the lead bad guy is Henry Winkler. I mean, the Fonz is the head bad guy.
Okay.
And he's having a ball doing it too. He's just eating it up. So it's, Odenkirk's kind of like Statham is now. Statham has finally figured out these are the movies that people want to see. They want to see me as the average Joe who goes into a town and he's not an average Joe and he's got to fight the bad guys. Odenkirk's doing the same thing. The difference here is that there's a big surprise that I want to tell you about, but I won't because I don't want to ruin it for you. But the other thing is he's just a sheriff. You know, in the Nobody movies, he's the secret assassin who's got trained in all the ways of death. In this one, he's just a sheriff, but he lucks into something that helps him take on the bad guys. But yeah, I thought it was terrific. But you know, those are my movies. And the low budget action and comedy movies. I love them.
Another actress that was in it, or actress, Lena Headey.
Yeah,
she was. I didn't realize that was her. It's a good movie. It is a very, very good movie.
I was watching her. I'm going, that looks like Leanne Headey from Game of Thrones, and I'm all, but it doesn't sound like her because she's doing a what do you call it? A southeast accent,
an American. Yeah,
and I'm
more of a Midwest,
and so I'm like, I think it was mid Southwest.
Yeah. Well, it takes place in Minnesota, so
yeah. But
she's a bartender.
She got that accent so perfectly that it made me think it wasn't her for a while. I'm like, oh,
and she's got black hair, and I'm looking at her face. I'm going, I know that face
exactly. But she was so good that she almost buried herself in it. And that was good news.
And you know, like Scotty said, you know, it's hard to talk about this movie without giving anything away. So I don't know how it's doing at the theaters
badly,
but go see this movie. It's very, very good.
I've never seen let me rephrase that. I haven't seen somebody promote a movie as hard as Bob Odenkirk is promoting Normal since Tom Cruise was promoting the Mission Impossible movies. He's going to screenings all across the country. He's having rallies and he's taking videos of audiences and stuff. And he's traveling. It's like a road tour. And yet it didn't help this movie at the box office, really. Now the studio apparently is very happy. They're all, this was our game plan. I got to imagine that wasn't their game plan. I got to imagine that they wished it did better than it did, but it's going to end up with only probably 5 or 6 million at the box office. But then of course there's all that money in streaming and everything these days. And I'm starting to think that's where the real money comes from these little pictures.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, was it in theaters very long? Is it still in theaters?
It's still in theaters. Well, it was as of Monday. So who knows if it's still around this week, but it was in there for 2 weeks. I was bummed about it because I was in Hawaii, saw how bad its opening weekend was and thought it's not going to be in theaters when I get back. And thankfully it was. I mean, I like to go to the theater in the morning, like 11 o'clock, maybe 12 o'clock. It didn't play till 1:40 and the other time was 7:30. So I thought, well, I'm going to go to the movies late because I'm going to go see Normal in a theater.
Which means it might end up streaming pretty soon.
Well, again, that's what the studio says their plan was all along.
Have you guys noticed that just movies, I think in the last year, just come and then they're there for days, it seems, and then it's gone.
Yeah, it is. And
it's wild
because I think they're making more money off the streaming than they are at the box office. Mm-hmm. If you think about this, movies in a theater for 2 weeks, let's say, like Normal. Let's do Normal. So it makes $2.5 million and $5 million. And you think everybody's talking about what a bomb it is, but then it comes out on streaming and it's already got all this promotion that Bob Odenkirk's done. It's got the reviews. It's got the word of mouth. You put it out in streaming and you're getting $20 a pop. How many people are buying the $20 a pop there? And that's before it goes to a streaming network where you get it as part of your subscription. So I think that midpoint is really the sweet spot for movies these days.
Okay, I just checked Cinemark and Ventura and Oxnard. It's not there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You know why? Because Michael is on 9 billion screens, and now Devil Wears Prada 2 is on 9 billion screens. You look at the times for Devil Wears Prada 2 at Oxnard, it's 1, 1:15, 2, 2:15, 3, 3:15.
Is it really that big of a deal?
They're saying about $80 million this weekend. I was stunned. I thought it was going to be a disappointment, but apparently reviews say it's better than the first one and people still want to see those characters. So is that a problem? And see, because using that many screens, you're pushing out other movies. Mm-hmm. But those are the movies that are making money. So you want those. It's a tough time to be in the theater business.
I'm checking the theater here in Santa Paula. And nope.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Anyway, go see Normal any way you can. If you have to wait till it starts streaming, it's perfect for all the kids. Just gather all the kids together and sit around in front of the TV and pay $20 and watch Normal together.
It does have some language.
It's a really bad idea for kids, by the way, but just do it anyway because they need the money. I watched also. Is there anything else you wanted to watch? We're going to talk about The Mummy. Okay.
We'll go after you.
Okay, so I watched a movie on Netflix called Apex, and it's Charlize Theron and Tara Egerton, and that's not his name. What's his name?
Taron
Egerton, and Eric Bana, who is completely and utterly wasted in this film. Eric Bana is amazing, and he's in like 5 minutes of this movie. It's like, why didn't you just hire some cheaper guy? Because you wasted Eric. But anyway, it's about a woman who is mountain climbing with her husband, Eric Bana, and he falls and dies. And that's it. That's the end of Eric. Bye, Eric Bana. Nice talking to you. Weird. So she doesn't climb anymore, but she still wants to live her life. So she goes to Australia, where she's going to cruise the rivers. She's going to go through the rivers that are in the mountains there. She runs into this guy who's a little creepy, kind of freaks her out a little bit. This is Egerton. And she can't get rid of him. Seems like everywhere she shows up, he shows up. Pretty soon he's following her. And then she realizes no wonder he's following, because turns out he's a serial killer. And he's been gathering people up, a lot of missing people in these hills. And he's chosen her as his next victim. And what mistake did he make? Choosing her as his next victim. Charlize, if you're going to choose a victim, don't pick the woman from Fury Road. That's just some advice.
and remember, she also was an angel, an archangel.
That's true too. So you can imagine which way this movie goes. I guess they thought there'd be some major surprises in there, and they're not really. But here's the thing. It never really grabbed me fully, but I watched it all and was over. It's like, it passes the time. I get through it. I mean, Charlize is amazing. She's just an amazing actor. And then Egerton, way over the top. He plays this role like a Mad Max character. And it's like, well, okay, you might want to scale that back a bit, but it is what it is. It's not as tense as it should be. You don't get to know the characters. But if you're just looking to sit there and spend an hour and 37 minutes, that's not a bad way to do it.
And if you like sure.
Yeah.
I'm not going to correct you. You're on your own, buddy.
Charlize Theron?
Nope.
Okay. If you
There's
like
an L in there somewhere, like Wolfman.
Larice Sharon.
If you like her, remember, one of her best friends is Mighty Joe Young.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys didn't?
No, I'm well aware of that,
Yeah,
but
I
that
saw
was a
that.
deep pull.
Yeah, it was. And it was a remake of a 1930s or early 40s movie, but I liked it.
Okay.
It was a big monkey.
We had a big conversation about Charlotte.
It's not a monkey. It's an ape. It's a gorilla. It's different.
It was a big primate.
It's so much
There you
fun
go.
to call those primates apes. I mean, monkeys, though. I do it all the time. Like that primate movie. I called it the monkey movie. Everybody knew what I was talking about.
Yeah. It bugs me though. Always
I know,
bugged me
it's-
since I was a kid. I
it's
used to correct
technically-
people at the zoo, like idiot.
Not a monkey. The great ape.
I remember when I lived in Eagle Rock, we had a hot tub in the back, and my two roommates, one was a stunt woman and the other one was a
Where is this going, John?
Okay.
and you never knew what Stacy would be bringing home, because she did the animal show at Universal Studios. Plus, she also did movies and television. So I come home one day, get my bathing suit on, go out, and I get in the hot tub, and next thing I know, here comes this huge orangutan,
Nice.
and he gets in the hot tub.
Love orangutans.
And it's like, okay. And then Stacy comes out. So I can't remember what his name was, but she comes out, gets in the hot tub, and then Vicky comes out. She gets in the hot tub, and okay, everything was cool.
Orangutans are my favorite. There used to be one at the San Diego Zoo when I lived there. I would go and check out every day, and he would sit in this little part of the enclosure that you couldn't see from the main glass section. You'd have to go around to the right and peer through the bushes, and he would chill out there. He'd have a burlap sack on his head, and he'd be reading the newspaper. And sometimes he had it upside down. He's this big, beautiful male orangutan with the big, flaps on the side of his head. And he's just sitting there reading the newspaper, and he'd flip people off. Like that.
And
favorite animal is
I can imagine. Yeah,
they're strong. Oh man,
I wouldn't mess with them. I just looked it up. There's no recorded attacks of on people by orangutans.
Mm-hmm.
Chimpanzees is another whole story.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was another.
That's because they're monkeys.
Every once in a while, Stacy would bring Tonka Toy over. We always called him T. He was a chimpanzee. He was a cool little dude too, and strong. Oh my God, was he strong?
Oh, you can. That's the thing. Yeah, the thing is that chimpanzees seem to be a little bit like pit bulls in the sense that as well as you train them, something can set them off. And if something sets off Zoe, my pug, as it does every day, she might put some marks in your hand, but she can't kill you. A pit bull and a chimpanzee can kill you. So,
as a matter of fact, if you guys are interested, out there,
let's move on. Oh,
no, Animal Tracks Inc. Inc. They're located in Acton. Go tell Stacy that Johnny says hi.
Which animal were you? Well, we have an orangutan, a chimpanzee, and an old man.
But yeah, like I said, it was fun because you never knew what she was going to bring home. It was cool.
That is kind of cool. Yeah, I'd be a little concerned just because but of course they're all safe and trained until they're not, and you get mad. All right, next Friday, if you guys are around, you may want to join it at Tapu Tiki. There's a rum tasting going on Friday the 8th, 2 seatings, 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock. This is a fundraiser to keep the Tapu Tiki in business. It's not small. It is a garage-sized tiki bar that Josh Papusa has built in his backyard, and it is glorious. It is beautiful. Tickets are $100 to get in. It's a donation to get in. You get 6 to 8 tastings, and I don't know this for sure, and I keep telling people this. I'm sure Josh will be making cocktails there as well. So if you want to get in on this, just scan that Venmo thing there, and you can get some more information and buy make your donations right there. But
where's
Tapu
it
Tiki,
located again?
it's in Ventura, out by the Centerpoint Mall.
Okay.
It's not open to the public. That's another nice thing about it. He's opening it to the public for this event, but it's just a home project, and it's beautiful. It looks kind of like the Tiki Room in Disneyland. It's that extensive. So
the Centerpoint Mall in
not Centerpoint Mall, the Buenaventura Mall,
Pacific View.
Pacific View. Thank you. Yeah,
I was going to say, I thought that was in Oxnard.
Yes, Centerpoint Mall. I'm familiar with because I ran that theater out there.
The Foxnard.
Yeah, they had such good patty melts in that mall. Anyway, that
was a cool theater.
If you're in the mood, go check out Tapu Tiki and next week. But you got to get tickets in advance because I guarantee they'll sell out. It's an amazing place to go. You get 6 to 8 rum tastings, and Josh knows his rums as well as anybody. So check it out. I just wanted to tell everybody about that. I think that's cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah. So other than those movies, we all saw, and you heard Jess review last week, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. So John and my son Josh and I went to see Lee Cronin's The Mummy. I will just tell you Josh's review. He liked it. He said it was creepy, it was weird, and it reminded him of
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Jeff had told us it was straight out Evil Dead. And I did get some of that, but I got more of a Conjuring feel from it, more of a demon possession thing, which you also mentioned throughout that. Johnny, what did you your thoughts on?
I agree with what Jeff said. The only maybe the three things that I liked about this movie, the actress who played the mother, I thought she was very good. I can't recall her name. I thought she was very good. The story could have been a lot better. It had a good idea, but I don't think they really felt through with the story.
It's almost like they took a script for The Evil Conjuring. See what I did there? And we can sell this as a mummy movie. Let's put some raps in it. That's how it felt.
But I think the best part about the whole movie was
when it was over.
Okay, the second best part, the actress, the little girl who played the mummy, I thought she was great. I really thought she was very good. She carried the movie.
She was under a ton of makeup too.
Yeah. And I thought she was very good. So, and as you said something about the music last week, the music didn't fit. Or was that you said that?
No, I said something about the music, but not that.
Okay.
I have notes.
But that's all I got to say about the movie. I enjoyed it to a point. Would I recommend it? No.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
2.
And you 0.
Yeah.
0 out of 10. I'm at 2 as well. I give it a 2 out of 10 as well. I thought the whole thing was just dull. It didn't scare me once. It just kind of played out. I'm like, okay. I guess probably because so much of it was familiar from other movies. And like I said, nothing really jumped out and scared me. And all the scenes they tried to make creepy or gory weren't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, and maybe this is because you go see something like Ready or Not 2, where the gore's everywhere, or They Will Kill You, where it's everywhere. And then you see this, it's like, well, yeah, I've seen bloodier, I've seen gorier.
They stole certain things from other movies, like where the possession looks like, it's coming out of their mouth.
Yeah, that was exactly. That's what I mean. None of this stuff was fresh. It was all like a rehash of a bunch of other different movies, and it just never got my attention. I was just like, "Is this over yet? Is this over yet?" And it wasn't. And as I said, it wasn't scary, but man, was it loud. The music was cranked up so loud to make an effect that it took you out of the picture, because they're all, oh no, it might be the demon. Blah, blah, blah. Tone it down there a little bit. You're using that too much as a stinger. And then also, like you said, it was so derivative of everything else. That line, we just heard this line in The Conjuring, where the demon mummy girl grabs the mom or the grandmother and says, "I can make your heart stop." Word for word from The Conjuring. It's like, I've seen this before. So I was sadly disappointed in the whole thing. And the mummy aspect of it all, the raps seemed forced in there afterwards.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It was set in Egypt for 5 minutes. You had a girl in a box with some raps on.
Yes.
It's like none of the haunting has anything to do with Egyptian lore or anything. Like, okay, yeah, there's some dust flying around, or the coyotes are acting weird, but it's like that's just a standard for regular horror films. And like, to me, it was just like the family aspect of it, of like, they got to save the kids and whatever. Like, it's the standard possession horror film. It even ends like a standard possession horror film, where it's like nothing's gonna happen. Everything's gonna be fine in the end. And
almost instantly it was.
Yeah. And it's just like, nobody, controversial take, you need, with horror movies, you need to go that extra mile. Like, I think that was the thing that surprised me with Exorcist Believer, the dumb remake that they did.
Yeah, I haven't
Was
seen that yet.
oh, okay, never mind then. I
No,
will.
go ahead. Just tell me. I won't get to it for ages. So
Oh, okay, the ending.
okay, yeah.
Okay, so the whole thing is there's two girls that are possessed, and they have to choose one, and the demon keeps saying, "Yeah, I can't save both of them," and then they follow through with that at the end. One of those kids dies, and it's like no horror movies do that. They always kind of pull back and go, well, we're gonna save them at the end, like Annabelle. The they pretend to kill the baby, and then it's like, oh well, that was just they didn't do that, and they don't follow through with that in this movie. There's always a way to save,
And they recover so fast.
and
too.
it's just and they looked great afterwards, and it was just like what? It doesn't make any sense.
At least in the original Exorcist, when Reagan was finally dispossessed, she looked beat up.
Yeah.
Because she'd been gone through a lot. But
And the thing with this one too, and I'm trying not to get into spoilers here.
it sucks. That's the spoiler.
Well, I mean, if you want to, I can just say it, but
Just say it. We don't
Okay.
care. And we're saving you
Spoilers.
dollars.
So the dad sacrifices himself to put the demon inside him instead of in the girl.
And how many times have we seen that exact story?
Right. And then 2 seconds later, they're like, well, this other chick's in prison. We'll put it in her. What? Like that just gets rid of the whole thing of you sacrificing yourself for your daughter. Like it just throws it all away. Why even do it in the first place if you're just going to retcon it 2 seconds
And,
later?
that's something else. The lady cop detective, she shoots her earlier, and she appeared to die.
Because they needed a way out.
I know, but she appeared to die. So they never, because she shoots her in the chest or the abdomen, whatever, and she's trying to stop the bleeding. But then she sees somebody outside, so she stops trying to stop the bleeding and runs after that person. And they never showed her coming back or the person she shot surviving. Next thing you know, like you said, at the ending, she's the one that's in the cell, and they're going to put the demon in her.
Yeah.
I thought she was dead.
And the bullet hole was like right here too.
Yes.
Like
That's right.
but yeah, and then like the stuff for me that was just straight ripped from Evil Dead was the way that they were acting when they were possessed. It was that kooky kind of like, all right, calm down. You're just trying to be gross. Like,
Yeah.
cool it. The Deadites. It's that they were just put Deadites in the movie.
Yeah, but they fit. The Deadites fit in the Evil Dead series. They don't fit here.
Yeah, and then the book made of human skin was the rat
Yes.
on her, and I was like, come on. And then when they went and they played the tape, this creepy guy who's probably the same voice actor that they used in the other Evil Dead movies on their creepy tapes, same guy reading on a cassette tape, and I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like, this is another thing cut from Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Like, it was just thing after thing. I was like, you're really copying your homework, dude.
And what purpose is it going to serve? Josh seems to think it's going to be a bridge between the Evil Dead and the Universal movies. And I'm like, Evil Dead should be its own thing. It's earned its, because you had the Living Dead with the Night of the Living Dead movies and Dawn of the Dead and all those, and they're their own thing. And Evil Dead managed to become its own thing. And this should have been its own thing, but instead it was everybody else's thing.
Well, apparently the director already came out and said that they're connected because one of the characters from the Evil Dead Rise has the same or is related to one of the characters in The Mummy, like by name or whatever. Like that's his niece or something like that. I think it has the
Shouldn't
professor.
they have brought that out in the movie?
No, it's just a name drop thing.
Oh.
But connecting to the Universal monsters, like Universal's had a lot of bad takes with their dark universe or whatever, and that's a bad take. Like I was saying last week, it's all about the ambiance and like you can't make it jump scare horror. I mean, you probably can, but how many times has Universal done it and it doesn't work? And you look at the successful ones, Nosferatu and Frankenstein by Guillermo del Toro, they work because it's about the ambiance. It's about the story. It's not about the, there's a mummy, it's, you have to understand the material. And I don't think it works in a modern day, a jump scare horror world.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
There's something else. There was no mummy shuffle, at least in Bub Hotep. Great mummy movie.
Wait. I'll stop for just a minute. Not a great mummy movie. The greatest mummy movie.
There was the mummy shuffle. And Lee Cronin's The Mummy. There was no mummy shuffle.
Is that a dance I haven't heard of?
A mummy movie. That's why I said it wasn't a mummy movie. She's just a girl in a box.
Yeah. It was more demonic than it was.
Actually, that would have been a better title. Lee Cronin's A Girl in a Box.
It would have been. And see, that's true. If would I have thought the movie any better if I wasn't expecting the mummy? Probably not. But at least I wouldn't have been disappointed that there was no mummy.
Yeah.
You know, it was very disappointing.
Yeah, another thing in the videotape, where they're putting the girl in the box. You see all these people standing around the box with this wooden mask on. What happened to them all?
Sequel.
Yeah.
Oh, God, please no.
By the way, that was
That
was the scariest part of that whole movie, was those parents having to sit down and watch their daughter be tortured like that. That was brutal.
Yeah. What was the not the budget, but what'd that movie take in? Or so far?
Let's find out.
Too many dollars.
$4.75.
So I guess depending on what it earned or has earned, whether the chances of them having a part 2.
It might have been pretty cheap.
It's going to be called Lee Cronin's Mummies.
Or because it was an older person.
Okay, it
Lee
grossed
Cronin's Mommy.
$72 million. I don't know what the budget was. But that's not a lot of money unless it was a $10 million movie. 22 million. So it made its money back.
Enough for them to have a sequel?
But I don't think they will, because they're worried about, don't you think they're more worried about the other monsters and getting to the next one?
No.
I don't know if, Universal has made so many terrible versions of these movies, and they had this one, but then they gave it to New Line Cinema. They said, all right, never mind.
Were they just throwing up their arms and giving up?
This one, they were like, this one's too bad.
Oh,
They passed it off. It's still Blumhouse, so it's still under Universal, but it's not directly under Universal. So
See,
I think even they were just like, I don't know about this one, guys.
that's a good point. It's a Blumhouse movie. And, Blumhouse makes some really good movies, but they make some movies that are just Xerox copies of other things. And that's what this one ended up being.
Yeah.
So, Scotty, thumbs up or thumbs down?
I said 2 out of 10. That's pretty much a thumbs down.
So, yeah, we don't recommend this movie.
Yeah. I even after you reviewed it, I thought, there's got to be something there. And there just wasn't. There just wasn't.
Like I said, really, the only good thing for me, the main good thing for me was the little girl actress who plays the title character. And I thought she was great.
I wonder if she played the character under the wraps, or was it somebody else? Because you wouldn't know. She had so much makeup on.
It looked like her.
No, it didn't.
The one side of the face looked like her.
Oh, maybe that's true. Yeah. Oh well.
Let's put it this way: whoever played the little girl under the wraps, she was good. She was scary to a point.
Yeah, I mean, scary in the demonic sense, not scary in a universal monster sense. So what do you guys plans for next week? You gonna go see anything in particular, Jeff?
I don't even know what's out or
We can
what's
find
coming
out.
out. I think Mandalorian and Grogu's coming out.
Yes.
That's not
the
this
week after
though.
next. Oh, yeah.
And then the only other thing I'm excited for, I think this month, is Backrooms, and that's it.
That's the wrong thing.
I don't know when it's coming out, but there's the new Brendan Fraser movie I want to see. It's World War II. I can't remember what the title of it is.
Oh, Mortal Kombat 2,
That looks good.
which looks like fun. Yeah. Are you into Mortal Kombat at all?
I'm not really into the games, but the first movie was fun.
Yeah. And this one they actually held over a little bit because they wanted to add new special effects and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it.
What was
Plus,
Raul?
Carl Urban.
What was Raul Julia's last movie?
I don't know.
It was based on a game.
It was, yes.
And I was thinking that was Mortal Kombat.
I don't think so, but maybe. I do want to see Billie Eilish hit me hard and soft at the tour live in 3D, because how often do you get to see a concert movie directed by James Cameron? Not very often. So I want to see that. We're skipping a lot of things. Sheep Detectives is out. That looks pretty funny. I will give credit to that, but that's all this week.
Do you know who Billie Eilish is, John?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a singer.
Name one song.
I don't say I follow her. It's like
Okay.
I know who.
Apparently he doesn't.
No, I know who. Dagnabbit. Andrea's
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, but I can't. I don't know one song that she does. I just know she's a singer,
Right.
a very talented.
What James Bond movie did Billie Eilish do?
Oh, she did. Let me think. It wasn't the last one. It was the one before the last one. Am I right?
I have to do some research. I don't think you are.
I know which one it is.
Well, you just wait.
No Time to Die.
Oh, what's the last one?
Yeah. I had to stop
That
there
was
for a
6
second.
years ago.
Yeah, that's how long it's been since we've had a James Bond film.
Oh no.
Well, and that we'll talk about that and then get out of here because I got to go. But I don't. When would we? What were we looking for? We were looking for. Mandalorian's the 22nd, so it's a couple weeks away still.
Okay.
Okay,
And
wait a
then,
minute.
I think Backrooms is that next weekend.
On the 15th.
After after the 22nd, that final.
Oh,
week,
is it?
like
Okay.
29th or something?
When's the Brendan Fraser movie?
Yeah, there it is
29th
right
weekend.
there. Oh, it's got a good cast.
Yeah.
The guy whose name you can't say without hurting your lips, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really hyped for that movie.
What?
And you're saying that we should do some research and see. You don't need to.
You don't need to, because he's directing it in a way where if you don't know anything about it, you'll be fine in this film. But if you watch the YouTube series, you'll have a lot more context.
Okay, I may try to do that because that looks very interesting. Anyway, those are just things that are coming up. It's going to be a great year. There's, despite the ones I skipped, there's a movie every week that I want to see. I can't go this week because I have a procedure on Tuesday that's going to knock me out from Monday afternoon until Wednesday morning. So, but we'll get past that and move on. But yeah, there's just so many good movies that look good to me, that and minor movies too, movies that you don't hear about until you see the trailer and like, dang, that looks pretty good.
Mhm.
So, Johnny, do you have something to say?
Yeah, I'm trying to find that movie. Oh, Pressure. Thank you. He plays Eisenhower.
Oh
in
yes,
World War II.
yes,
I want to see that movie.
I do too.
And The Odyssey. I want to see that one.
Oh, everybody wants to see the Odyssey. Already sold out. Advanced screening is already sold out on that. How does he do that? How does that filmmaker make movies? I mean, I get the Leonardo DiCaprio things and stuff like that, but how do you make a movie about Oppenheimer that almost matches Barbie, box office wise? It's stunning. And the Odyssey, people are chomping at the bit. It's based on a book that's been around, a poem, I guess, really, that's been around for centuries. And all of a sudden, everybody's clamoring to see the movie. And there's been a dozen makes of it so far, including animated versions of it. But this is the one. It's just impressive as hell to me. I think more power to him.
Yeah, there's at least, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's at least 5, maybe 6 movies that I'm looking forward to seeing this summer.
Yeah, at least. I was going to talk about something, and do you guys remember what it was? Because if not, I'm just going to close out.
You're going to talk about something.
Thanks very much, John.
You're welcome.
He's such a help to the show. All right, so we'll be back next week. I'm heading out to the Sports Expo at the fairgrounds here in Ventura. It's a 3-day event, started yesterday. We're doing community. Kevin Brennan and I are doing interviews live from there today from 11 to 1:30. It's supposed to be 11 to 1, but everybody wants to do an interview. So
Yeah, I'm
Push
thinking
it
about
forward.
heading down to the fairgrounds later today myself.
why?
I want to see if I can. The Kentucky Derby is this weekend.
That's true. Yeah. So you're going to go get a mint julep?
Oh, that would be nice.
So Anyway, if you end up at the expo, drop by and say hi. If not, we'll see you next week. I don't know what we're going to watch. I mean, I won't be able to see a movie in the theater this week, but
Streaming.
there's plenty on streaming. Yeah. Like Apex was a Netflix film. All right, folks, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you're listening to this and like to see the live show, just go to roughedge.tv. You can subscribe or like this video. It doesn't hurt you, but it helps us. And I think that's about it, right?
And always go to your mom and pop theaters. And if you like books, go to Amazon.com, look up R. Scott Bolton books. He's an author.
That's good enough. I'm not going to play the commercial today.
You will enjoy because it runs the gambit from fantasy, science fiction to dramatic private detective stuff. And my favorite, Dead Dick.
The word is actually gamut.
That too.
I got in trouble by the reason I know this is because I got busted by a newspaper editor. I wrote a review of something and I said, I used the word gambit instead of gamut, and he corrected it and called me in his office. There is no such word. You know, I didn't know. Well, thanks for telling me.
So it's called gamut?
Gamut.
Oh.
Runs the gamut. I know it sounds weird, but that's the word.
But wasn't there a TV series called Gambit?
Gambit is a real word, John. That's not the question here.
TV series.
Because I've heard it used that way multiple times.
Gambit.
Run the gambit.
Yeah. It's not gambit. It's gamut. Yeah.
Weird.
I know.
Well, it's like some people keep trying to say that I don't say woof right. I say it woof.
We can roll the tape back.
Woof woof.
Yeah. That's where it's right. If it's a dog bark, woof is correct. If it's a man who's fused with a wolf, it's wolf.
You know where I got woof woof from?
See you next week, folks. Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club. This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.